Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits, and specifically our new series that finally has a name, Just the Tips. Today it is 8:45 in the morning. I know, I just left the casino like 3-4 hours ago. So did everyone else on the Carnival ship. It is 8:45 in the morning. It's warmer than it's been so far, and we are in Ketchikan. Now, why the hell am I leaving the ship at 8:45 in the morning? Well, because we leave at 12:30 in the afternoon. So we've only got about 3 hours here. Now what's funny is there's like crab tours here that are all you can eat crab that the cruise ship is offering. And yeah, you gotta eat at 10 o'clock in the morning. All you can eat crab at 10 a.m. with unlimited beer. That doesn't sound like a recipe for disaster. Why that is there's actually a very, very long trek back towards Seattle and Victoria and everywhere like that. So I want you to join me and my Grogu shirt, because even though it's 8:45 a.m., it's 5 o'clock somewhere, as we see what you do in Ketchikan with no plan on Just the Tips with No Pants Profits. See you in Ketchikan. Now, of note, purely due to the tides, when you're in Alaska, you're actually not going to get off the boat on the bottom floor. You're going to get off in like the main atrium, regardless of what boat you're on. We're on a Carnival Boat right now, actually a former Costa boat. They have a fantastic piece of art right in the middle. You can see this is where you're getting off. Literally right in the main atrium, not down in some tender port or whatever, not down on deck 2. And this fantastic piece of art is a large naked woman. And you can see there's a special patina on her in a certain place. So before you go off every day, you got to rub the large naked woman's butt, because she's losing all her paint. You can look at her from the front. I mean, it does kind of look like she gets her butt rubbed all day. But this side is not nearly as abused. So I think there's more good luck if you rub this side of her butt. Maybe. Let's go outseed and go outseed. Let's go. I haven't drank in this technical day since sunrise. Let's go outseed and see what we can see, because there is a bear. There is a bear, which is a little scary. But I mean, we got cartoon bear, we got real bear, and we got bears that are just like hairy gay guys. And the hairy gay guys scare me the most. So that bear, he don't scare me. Real bears, they don't scare me. But the real bears, yeah, they scare me. Like I said, it's a very early day today. We got to be back on board by 12:30 p.m. And we're not going to get to Victoria for a day plus 7 hours from then. Because Victoria, which we're going to talk about when we get there, Victoria is really just a stop they have to go to get around the Jones Act. Basically, leaving the U.S., they have to go to a non-U.S. port. So Victoria exists partially for that, and also partially because Seattle and Alaska do not take toxic waste from the cruise ships. So Victoria is happy to take all their toxic waste. We got a ramp going down. Don't see any bears out here. And we are at Ketchikan. Now, it is currently 9:01 a.m. And since it's 5 o'clock somewhere, according to my t-shirt, there's some breweries and distilleries here that are open. So let's, I hate to say it, 9 o'clock a.m., let's go for a flight. But let's go for like 3 flights. Maybe we'll get some crab, maybe we'll get some soup. We're not going to go see the Lumberjack show because we're going to see that next week. But this is Ketchikan. Very easy access from the boat, but the weird thing is the crosswalks are really weird here. They got a Christmas store, they got an outlet store, they got kettle corn. I mean, the whole place is a giant tourist trap. But I really do have a soft spot in my heart, and I wish we were here for more than 3 hours, because no need to get out here before the brewery's open. And yes, only in Ketchikan do the breweries open at 9 a.m. Let's see. The fun and random thing is, if you do like Christmas and you want to get Christmas ornaments in May, you do have Christmas in Alaska. There's one of these in like every port, but this is Christmas in Alaska. They have all kinds of Alaskan. Oh, I thought that was an alligator for a second. We got some Mail to Santa, same thing. And a bunch of Russian nesting dolls. They're kind of Alaska themed. Some cruise ship charms, stuff like that. And you're gonna find that. Oh look, it's a Sasquatch with a bag of presents, because it's just as likely, probably more likely, that Sasquatch delivers Christmas presents than Santa. Smells real nice in this store. I don't really need any Christmas crap, but if you do, you can get Alaska ornaments, 3 for $10. And yes, they have very small on them. It says Madame Sina, also known as, if you pronounce it in English, made in China. You know what I just remembered is here as well? Now, this is from my days back as a crew member. If you do happen to need something in the midst of your cruise, even though there's 2 days left in the cruise, there is a Walmart that's still operating in Ketchikan. And if you come a little inside baseball right here, if you come right over to the Discovery Center, which the boats. Let's turn around. That's where the boat is. You can see it right there. Coming down this strip of street, and you go to the Discovery Center. That is where, and they don't care if you are crew or not, that is where all the cruise shuttles are. And the cruise shuttle will take you to Walmart, should you actually need to take the cruise shuttle. They'll take you to Walmart. But I gotta go ahead. I gotta jump on my phone. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna jump on my phone. We're gonna talk about something else first, because I just came across it. This is something we are not doing today, because I'm not gonna be that touristy today. But I highly, highly, highly recommend, and a week from now, when we're back here, well, my friend who's never been to Alaska before, we're for sure doing this. So you tune in a week after this one drops, and you will see the great Alaskan Lumberjack show. Highly recommended. You don't need to book it from the cruise ships. You can actually just walk in and book it yourself. Get them tickets on your own. Got a lot of bright sunlight there, so you can't see. Yeah, the great Alaskan Lumberjack show. They have shows at 8 a.m., 9:30, 11:15, and 1 p.m. Because I think all the ships are leaving really stupid early today. That's also a great place to get your flannel, should you need your flannel. Kind of was light on fire. But the Lumberjack show is something just not to miss in the area. And while we're here, there's also a really good pizza place right here, right across from the Lumberjack show. We might wind up here later. I'm gonna make sure this place is still in business. Yeah, here it is. Fat Stands. I think we're gonna go to Fat Stands later, because the pizza here at Fat Stands is really, really, really good. And they got all the different Alaskan beers on tap. But now it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Even though I don't think it's Saturday, but I'm on a cruise ship and I don't know the difference. And it's time to go to the distillery. So let's check out distillery that I happened to go to the 4th day it was open. The 4th day it was in business, well, open to the public. The distillery was open for a few months to actually make the liquor. And let's go do a flight at a distillery in Alaska. On our way to the distillery, I do love some of the ways that these local stores get you to come in. I mean, unlike the Caribbean, look, they've got a free Arrowhead Museum with public restrooms. They got carvings, they got amber, they got native arts. I'm sure they'd be perfectly fine with me walking my camera in, because you can come in and get your free Arrowhead. They're literally telling you exactly where. Oh my God, this is a pretty store. It's kind of like, if you remember that rock shack. Remember that rock shack we saw in Skagway the other day? If you watched the Skagway video, this is like the elevation of that rock shack from Skagway. I mean, I don't really know how the hell you get these home. I guess they'll ship them home for you. But look at this. Compared to that shack, this is a palace. I mean, I guarantee you the prices match the fact that this is a palace But look at that Cthulhu. You remember the little Cthulhu in the shop? Look at this. Holy crap. Look at this dining room table. Look at the eagle making love to the other eagle. Because we're not going to say killing. Oh, crap, we said it. We got dolphins. We got all these other things like that. We got ancient Egyptian pottery that happens to have a bear in it now. Because that makes sense. Don't come at me and say it's Indian. Don't. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, I mean, this store. This is just on the way to the distillery. I've never been in this store before. This store is impressive, actually. I really don't want to know how much things cost here, but it's probably the most impressive store I've seen in Alaska. Just haven't gone into it. Tell you. Wow. Holy crap. Holy crap. I hope you're seeing this all. I mean, I thought, look. You heard me 2 minutes and 10 seconds ago say that this place is a tourist trap. I mean, it is. But, I mean, it's a real damn impressive tourist trap here. I mean, this is museum quality stuff. Probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars and stuff in here. And hey, look, you got free admission, so I'm not complaining. Look at some of this. Really cool stop on. Oh, look. And they even have obelisk. Oh, some of you have been around for a while. You remember the alabaster place in Egypt? That was about a month ago. If you haven't, definitely take a look. What day was that? Alabaster. Disaster. I don't know. It was like day 3 or 4. I think it was day 4. And they were making stuff with alabaster. And I mean, this is all lit from inside the table and everything like that. Again, I don't know what these cost. I have nowhere to put them. But they're actually really beautiful works. Oh my God. And I was about to hit the pause button and I saw a mammoth. Like a real, well, not a real mammoth, but a mammoth made of, look at that. A mammoth made of like spare metal parts. Yep. Like spare motorcycle parts or something. There's a mammoth made of them. But let's move along to Uncharted Distilling. Again, if you are American, you should have cell phone service here. So you just put into Google Maps. It's a couple-minute walk. Front of a boat. Any boat. Doesn't much when you're getting off. I took a picture of the mammoth on my real cell phone because I think that's cool. Actually, I'm going to turn you off. We'll go back and take a selfie with the mammoth because that might be the thumbnail here. See you in a minute. So it is 9:18 and we are here at the Uncharted Alaska Distillery. That sign concerned me for a minute. But if you look real close, it says open. Yeah, I was here like in there a couple of days of operation last year. And time to come back a year later. Well, brought a whole bunch of bottles back with me because it was really quite good. But let's go ahead. Let's have some tastings. Let's have some drinks. Oh, I was here like your 4th day you were open last year.
I remember you.
You remember me from the 4th day you were open. I was like one of your first customers.
Yeah,
no
absolutely. I 100% remember you. Welcome back.
I'm here this week, and I'm here next week, and I'm bringing friends next week. But
yes, bring more.
I am bringing. I brought him 4. The guy I brought 4 bottles. Remember, I bought like 4 or 5 bottles.
Yeah,
He's coming here next. What? You're open every day at 9 a.m. I was scared.
Yep.
I was scared because I'm like, we're here at noon. Are you a brewery too?
We got just a distillery here.
Oh, okay. But there's a brewery too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm coming in. See, they remember the fat guy that wears Hawaiian shirts because you got to remember the fat guy that wears Hawaiian shirts. And we even looked back last year. We looked back, took a whole tour of their distillery, even when they weren't doing tours last year. But a really cool place. Let's get some drinks. Let's talk about the drinks because I remember them being real good. So good, I got a couple bottles last year. So unfortunately, like you've been following along, other than that one exception, which is Skagway Brewing, for some reason they don't have to follow the law, I guess because they became a restaurant or something like that. They built a location on top of their location. You are limited to your 32 ounces, and I think it's even less because it's liquor. That's why it is. Beer is 32 ounces, liquor is less, but the cool thing is tastings don't count. So what's this first one? This is a
classic vodka.
So this is a classic vodka, not flavor, not anything like that. It's a good vodka.
Smooth.
It's very smooth. I think I brought 5 bottles back last year, and my friend's coming. We're gonna get some bottles next week.
This is our citrus.
So that's the classic with kind of citrus elements involved.
Yes, and this is more of a lemony lime citrus, where when you get to the gin, you're going to have more of an orange citrus taste.
Yeah, my friend who's coming, he's a fan of Star of Bombay, which they don't make anymore, and I found that your gin, one of your gins, is very close to Star of Bombay in the florals. Oh, wow. That's very different from the first one,
Yeah.
I've got to say. All right, so now we're switching to gin.
Now we're switching to gin. So this is our classic gin, and our gin is less gin-like, just meaning that it doesn't have as much of that juniper taste.
And is there anything like local, like, you know, like they have like the spruce tips and stuff in?
Yeah, we don't have a spruce tip gin. We're working on a spruce tip.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Our botanical gin is infused with local Alaskan.
Okay, that was the question.
Yeah.
So this is just the base gin you were
This is
saying,
just
right?
the base,
Okay,
yeah.
this is the base, and then you add to the base, right? The different
Correct.
flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like gin. It's good. I don't like gin.
Usually people who don't like gin really gravitate towards ours because it's not super overpowering with the Christmas tree taste. This is our botanical gin, so this is the one that's infused with different Alaska herbs.
So this is more of a local one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a unique flavor, and you have one more, right? One more different gin.
A citrus gin, and that's one that has more of the orange citrus.
So is that kind of like the same mix that's in the vodka? The citrus gin, similar? The aromatics and stuff?
Yeah.
You're not the brewer. You're not the distiller. Distiller, sorry. It is before 10 o'clock in the morning here, so.
You're on vacation.
So I'm going to study the drink menu, and I'll be back with you with the 2 drinks. Because remember, Alaska law, 2 drink limit in places that make the drinks, unless they build a place on top of their place that they say is not related to the place and run completely different tap system, like Skagway Brewing Company did for some reason. Brilliant, Skagway. For drink number 1 of the day, I mean, we had 5 little shots, but for drink number 1 of the day, we have a very pretty drink. It is a Lavender Lemonade, which is as simple as it sounds. It is vodka, lavender, and lemonade. And it's very pretty. It's very layered and everything like that. Look at that. Look how pretty. And look, they even have metal straws, because I don't like plastic straws, and paper straws are full of crap, but the metal straws, I am totally okay with metal straws. I'm gonna take a picture of my drink real quick with my phone. Let's go ahead. And, you know, let's taste it. Maybe. There we go. Let's give them a taste. So pretty, it's gonna be a thumbnail. Not maybe. All right, we got our thumbnail. Now let's see how this tastes. So the lavender, I'm mixing that lavender in. Look at that, layering. Ooh. That's good. I mean, I'd verge on saying that's excellent. It's so sad that you can only have 2 drinks here. But the law is the law, and the law is sometimes stupid. So I'm gonna have this drink, and then we're gonna go a little spicy. Gotta wake up the senses and go a little spicy over here at Uncharted Alaska Distillery in Ketchikan. Walkable, about a 4-minute walk from the cruise ships if you don't get distracted by the souvenir stores on the way over here. You know, I totally forgot when I came here. This is like the Ghostbusters of distilleries, and you're like, huh? What are you talking about, Rich? The next drink I'm going to get is actually called the Firehouse. And why it's called the Firehouse is this place actually used to be the Firehouse for Ketchikan. So you can see you've got out of the fire department and everything like that. And you know, they've got all these different drinks because I guess the fire company kind of all goes, and these look to be real, which is really cool. You know, like that's KFD. That's probably Ketchikan Fire Department. Yeah. Training officer. And they've got all kinds of fire gear and all that back here. And it looks like all the firefighters have actually signed the sign. They've got fire hoses. They got fire manifolds. It really kind of KFD, Ketchikan Fire Department. I don't think any of this is fake. I think it's all actually real, which I love thieving that's real. Yeah, no, I think this is, I mean, these are real hoses, everything like that. I think that is so cool. So for the next drink, we're going to the, we had the vodka side, we're going to the gin side. I'm not a big fan of gin, but we're gonna go with the Firehouse. Yeah, who would have thunk it? Which is gin, chili pepper, ginger beer, and lime. So it's kind of like a Moscow Mule, but with gin and spicy. So totally down at the Uncharted Alaska Distillery here in Ketchikan, inside of the old Firehouse. Let me get my spicy drink and let you know how it is. And unfortunately, after that, I'm gonna buy a bottle and move on because I think I get the bottle on the ship, and I don't know if I want to share how I'm gonna do that or not. All right, so for drink number 2 of 2, I got the Fire Hose, which is the Firehouse, not the Fire Hose, Firehouse. It's only 2 drinks in. I already got it wrong. I've been hosed. We got some other passengers that made the smart decision to not go to the Lumberjack show, but to get drunk instead here at the Firehouse, which is oh God, also known as Uncharted Distilling. Whoa. Ooh, you know what's funny? It's a little spicy. Nothing a little bit of a vitamin water can't handle. But 36 hours later, something else is going to burn. And that thing that's going to burn 36 hours later, that's going to be a little bit harder to cool. So we're going to go and check out the brewery next, then we'll grab some lunch. But let's see. It is 9:48 a.m. We'll be back on board by 12:30. Maybe, just like Skagway, I'll be the last person on board and get screamed at again. I was 14 minutes early in Skagway and still the last person on board. So maybe I'll be the last person on board again. I'm just taking some of that spicy out, but that is probably the most kick cocktail I've had in a very, very, very long time. At the Uncharted Alaska Distilling Company in the old Firehouse of Ketchikan. Cheers. So we left the distillery, and believe it or not, there's a brewery in town. So again, this is a short visit, so it's going to be a short video. This is the Bowden Street Brewery. Again, only in Alaska do breweries open at 9 a.m. But I ain't angry. It's 10:08 a.m. and it's a very, very, very small brewery, but nonetheless a brewery still. So I think we're gonna get a flight and see how the beer is at the Bowden Street Brewery. I do love some of the names of the drinks in this brewery. You've got cucumber sea salt, red-headed siren, extra innings, cream ale, blueberry. Then you got shut up Donna. Then you got shut the fuck up Donna. Then you got boom boom ruckus. So they got an interesting drink menu here. All right, so we are at Bowden Street Brewing Company, and we got a flight. Now, just like all these breweries, they're great for designated drivers because they make their own root beer, and their root beer is fantastic. And the root beer is a lot cheaper than beer, and it doesn't count against your 32 ounces you can get, which is stupid, but we've talked about this already. So we got 4 different beers here. Number 1 here, I haven't tried any of these yet. Number 1 is the Cucumber Sea Salt Goose. It's a German beer. Let's see. Now, they did warn me it's not as cold as it should be. It tastes like pickle juice. Like, really? Yeah, she's agreeing.
It wasn't my favorite.
She's agreeing, you know. It tastes like pickle juice that hasn't been pickled correctly. So,
Something different.
and we're going to use some root beer to clear out that pickle juice taste. All right. Next up is what they say this was like. This was like the one you're drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Extra Innings is really good. It's
They
light.
said it's like a blue moon, right? Yeah. So I said it's like a blue moon called Extra Innings. Beer number 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
I mean, I've had 2 beers today so far, and I'd say this is my favorite of the 2 beers today so far.
Cheers.
All right, number 3. Now there's 2 on their menu. Here we go, guys.
Good to meet you.
All right.
Thanks for the good ideas.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you.
So, number 3 for today. There's two things about Donna on the menu. I don't know who Donna is. I know who Alice is, but that's a whole other story. But there's a shut up Donna and shut the fuck up Donna. And you know what we had to do? We had to go with shut the fuck up Donna. Just to piss off the YouTube censors. So, this is shut the fuck up Donna. Shut the fuck up Donna is a double mosaic saison, which is 9.8%. Good. Bit of an aftertaste. Not gonna lie. A little root beer. There we go. The darkest root beer. I call it the monorail beer because it's called the Mark V, which I think is the current generation of monorails at Disney that are falling apart. I don't think that's why they named it the Mark V, but that's what I'm calling it. And that is a double bock IPA. I am a fan of double bocks. I'm not a fan of IPAs. It's the darkest beer. Well, darkest beer we're gonna try here. Complex. I don't like coffee, but I'm okay with coffee in my beer. So, it is almost 10:30, so we still got 2 more hours to explore, and then I'm gonna go back to the cabin and take a nap. But it's a good beer. A bit strong today, all at once. Sorry if you heard the sound effects on the microphones. This is just root beer. So, on the Bowden Street Brewery, which I've been to before, I honestly don't know what we're going to do next. Maybe we'll try and do something that's not an eating or drinking activity. I'm not sure. Stick around. You'll see on this very, very short 3.5 hour visit to Ketchikan, DIY style. Just the tips. Also, shut the fuck up, Donna. Hey, look. The first 2 stops, they were on the map. Right now, I'm a man with no plan, which for some people is a dangerous thing, but for me means we're gonna find some trouble to get into. It is now 10:30-ish, so we got 2 hours of trouble left, and maybe we'll be the last person on the boat again today, but I am very precise on time. No matter how much I drink, I might face plant on the floor. Juno. But I do like to be very precise on time. So I'll let you know where we wind up next. I really don't know where we're going to go. I mean, I see pizza in town. Does that say the best pizza in town? I do like pizza. The best pizza in town. Chico's Mexican Restaurant. Only in Alaska would you see a Mexican restaurant advertise the best pizza in town. But yeah, that's the thing. Chico's Mexican Restaurant. The best pizza in town. I'm gonna walk around for a few minutes again. Don't have a lot of time to blow. But let's see what I can find here. We are gonna go to Fat Stan's because I know where the best pizza in town is. It's at Fat Stan's. So we're gonna go to Fat Stan's and have some of the actual best pizza in town. Well, let's see what else we got here in Ketchikan with a no plans Ketchikan tour. You know, the first two places I've been to before, I came across something just walking around I've never heard of before. This is Forget Me Not Chocolates. I like to show places that are kind of new and unique, and it does say they have popsicles. And I love popsicles. So, I mean, let's take a look. You have popsicles. It said you have popsicles. Oh, you make them here?
Yes.
Oh. Ooh.
We have just a couple, some more like the ice cream because most of these would have cream in them.
Okay.
So we have lucuma.
What is lucuma?
Lucuma is it's a Peruvian fruit.
Okay.
So kind of the closest thing that we can kind of relate it to is a little butterscotchy, mapley sort of
Okay.
flavor a little bit.
You have the strawberries and cream still?
Strawberries and cream, lucuma, and cappuccino.
I think I'm going to get a strawberries and cream. Just grab it myself here. Okay. And they make them right here in Ketchikan. What else do you have chocolate-wise? You have anything unique in the chocolate space? With like local ingredients or anything like that, or?
No, it's not. Well, not local ingredients, but lots of different flavors and truffles. Lots of her creation in dark chocolate with the pistachio and craisins is a top seller. And some.
Do you have that in milk?
I have it in milk and white, dark, and I have one ruby chocolate left.
What is ruby chocolate?
Ruby chocolate is a true chocolate. It's a pink chocolate. It has to do with how they process the bean and the fermentation
All right,
process.
let me get one of the ruby chocolate and then this. So we're gonna get some ruby chocolate and a strawberries and cream bar. Over at how long have you guys been open? Or?
Since 2020.
Since 2020.
Yeah, and a lot of our dark will also be vegan approved as well.
Ooh, okay, so it's like a bark almost. So ruby chocolate, cranberry, and pistachio bark. All right, we're gonna get this. We're gonna try this new place I've never seen before. I'll let you know. So we have our all natural strawberries and cream bar from Forget Me Not Chocolates. Okay. People don't think of chocolate when they go to Ketchikan. What? They've been open since 2020, which kind of sucks. But the fact that they have survived for as long as they have is a really cool thing to actually see. I really like to see that. That's a good strawberry cream bar. Literally, it's very fresh, original. I'm happy. It's warm here. It's like 70 degrees here. So you're like, why is Fatty eating a strawberry cream bar? Because it's like 70 degrees here, and I got some sweat. I am wearing shorts today. I am wearing a Hawaiian shirt today. But yeah, unexpected chocolate shop. Well, kind of a cool find. Because I've never been there before. I'm straight to Ketchikan. See what else we can find. So many of you may or may not know I am actually a former crew member myself. Worked on ships for 7 years, and you know, there are stores in all the ports that actually cater to the crew. This is actually a Filipino grocery store with a whole bunch of Filipino treats, all kinds of, I say weird stuff. I don't say weird stuff in a derogatory way. I say weird stuff in a way like not stuff I would eat, but they have a Western Union, a MoneyGram. I personally think that Bitcoin solves a lot of the problems sending money across the border, but it's really cool. And this is something that normal people never get to see. This is actually a grocery store that's aimed towards crew, even crew that make rice in their own cabin. Yes, I know many crew members that have rice cookers that make rice in their cabins. But this is a thing. Like, it's not a Walmart or anything like that. It's right off the ship, and it's to give you kind of a taste of home. If you don't know, where your home is, you're working for 10 months of the year on cruise ships, and they even have a place that serves Asian style food right here. And I think I'm gonna get I might do some stuff in here. Fried rice, lumpia. I do like lumpia. So I might get me a lumpia here. And we're in, I like to show people kind of where we are. I showed you the inside. Let me show you where we actually are. Because if you want to kind of see what life's like for the crew, this is called Sea Imports is the grocery store. And then you got Porto Call Asian style home cooking. I think I'm gonna get me some Asian style home cooking, just as a little appetizer before the pizza, and probably a watermelon boba drink from Mr. Espresso right here. As a passenger on these cruise ships, I think it's very important to stop by these stops and kind of appreciate your cabin guy, your dining room guy or girl, what they're going through being away from their families. I mean, you even see they have a clock on the wall, one for Alaska and one for the Philippines. It doesn't say AM or PM, but I think it's like 3 a.m. in the Philippines and like 11 a.m. here. I got myself a drink, kind of a traditional Asian drink, and some lumpia. I'm gonna get some other food later, but just making this stop by is something I always try and do, at least once a cruise. I got my, let's get the murder straw out. I got my boba drink. You go 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is a little Americanized, but these are pork lumpia and a pork lumpia dipping sauce. And I mean, these are just so traditionally Filipino. This is like a strawberry dip for the pork. Oh. I bet you none of you thought you were going to see a guy eat Filipino food in Alaska and drink some boba in Alaska today. And if you would have asked me when I started making this video, would I be eating Filipino food and drinking boba, I would have said, hell no. But that's the way life goes. That is the way the cookie crumbles. And that's not strawberry. That's some spicy ass sauce. But from Ketchikan, Alaska, it's just the tips. We got, hot. We got another hour and a half. See what other trouble we can find ourselves in. Let's see. Definitely highly recommended that you stop by the cruise store when you're in port. Remember, you are the guests there. They are the real customer there. So understand things might take a little bit longer and things like that. We still got another hour and 20 minutes to kind of explore here. I want to find the Ketchikan sign. This seems to be a all carnival day today. We've got Holland America here, and you've got the Carnival Luminosa, which I'm on here. But I do know that the Other cruise lines come here too. They just come here in reverse. They actually come here first before Juneau. So I'm releasing this in the order I'm doing it, which is what makes common sense. But some cruise lines do things a little bit differently. There's a lot of jewelry stores here. I don't like jewelry. I think jewelry is a waste of money. If I ever needed to buy someone jewelry, I buy them shares in a good company instead, and then buy them fake jewelry, because price of jewelry doesn't go up over time, it goes down. So, but you can get a good deal on reversible jackets when it's 70 degrees out here. So, you know, if you want a great deal on a reversible jacket for a 70-degree day, then guess what you do? You do you. But I think this is actually the Ketchikan sign. Yeah, it is. And what Ketchikan's known for is it's known for being the salmon capital of the world. And you can see we're early in the season. We're here in May, so this is Alaska's first city, salmon capital of the world. You know, I think we're gonna have to go try some salmon before the day's over, because a lot of times you're gonna do everything here in 4 hours and you're never gonna try some salmon, and it's the goddamn salmon capital of the world. So even though I don't like salmon, let's go see if we can find some salmon samples somewhere. All right, so speaking of salmon, we have the Salmon Garden, which is pretty much internationally known. It's one of the best places for salmon in the world. And he's got some salmon. I don't like salmon, but I like your salmon. So, what are you putting on there? Chives?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. So it's like a lox.
Sockeye. Hot smoke. Fully cooked.
What is that? Jalapeno?
Not pickle. No.
Oh, just pickle. Okay.
Sweet. Like a jelly.
Like a jelly.
Enjoy.
Oh,
Wanna try?
thank
Sample?
you.
Home?
This is the place
Buy three, get one kid or something.
if you want to get smoked salmon. This is literally like the place in the world to get it.
All right, thank you.
I hate salmon. I literally hate salmon. That is friggin' delicious. I can't drop any more F-bombs in this video. YouTube still lets me make money. But I mean, if you want to try some of the best salmon in the world, some of the best salmon in the goddamn world, the Salmon Garden in Ketchikan, that's your place. If you watch this video for nothing else other than to know where to get the best salmon in the world, Salmon Garden, downtown Ketchikan, hands down, best salmon on planet Earth. Come at me, bro. It's good. Still got it in my mouth, and I hate fish. I really hate fish. Like, I like lobster, crab, shrimp, stuff like that. If you don't go to that Salmon Garden, which is right past the Ketchikan sign, then you're doing something wrong. All right, and for our last stop of the day, I'm stopping exactly where I told you I was going to stop. There's the Lumberjack show right across the way, and we are going to, well, I've already sat down at Fat Stand Sports Bar and Pizzeria. Why is this place good? Is it touristy during the day, getting some spillover from the Lumberjack show and other stuff like that? And the line gets too long in Ketchikan Crab and Go here, and the line gets too long into the Alaska Fish House here. But here's the thing. When all of the seasonal locals finish for the day and all the cruise ships leave at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they all come over to Fat Stands. So that's where I am. And I'm actually going to try my first cider that's actually made in Alaska today. Problem is, I'm not going to go in there right this second because it is filled with copywritten music and YouTube hates that. But I'm going to show you my pizza when I get it. I could have gotten something real local with salmon and stuff like that. But again, as you saw in the last clip, I don't really like salmon except from that one place. So I got the 3 Little Piggies, which is pork 3 ways on a pizza. It is 11:35 a.m., meaning we've got 55 minutes to get back to the cruise ship. So it's right around the corner. But we'll have a beer and we'll head back. So I guess when in Alaska, I saw a sign. I got my pizza. I'll show you my pizza in a minute. I saw a sign that said Alaskan duck fart. And I'm like, what is an Alaskan duck fart? Well, it's Bailey's, it's Kahlua, and it's some Crown Royal whiskey on the top. I like Bailey's and Kahlua. I don't know about the Crown Royal whiskey, but I am going to let me take one more picture of it. There we go. And I'm going to try a duck fart shot for all of you here. Woo! That is a strong shot. Then I also got the 3 Little Piggies pizza right here and a local cider because they did not have Alaskan Amber on draft. I'm going to finish my pizza, let that duck shot sink in, and I got about 35 minutes to get back to the ship. Wish me luck. It's right around the corner. It's not a big deal. It's like a 1-minute walk, but I'm just building up bullshit anticipation for you. All right, so we got 8 minutes, and I'm getting the drunk pool together from Fat Stands. From Fat Stands. I'm getting the drunk pool together. We didn't have any more. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I didn't have any more amber, so she said single engine red from Denali Brewing from Tekina, Alaska. I think that's pretty good, but it is literally. I'll see you there. Trust me, I'll get you. Again, the drunk tank's getting ready to leave. Hey, is that my card? That's my card. Yep. See, my picture's on the back.
Oh, okay.
Ah, here you go.
Yeah, my picture's on the back. Oh, you have the same Costco card?
Yeah.
No, that's how you know that's mine.
That's good. It's
So, yeah, we getting everyone out of this bar. We getting over to the ship. We have 8 more minutes to get over there. I don't even think I'm gonna pee over here. I'm gonna pee when I get back into my cabin. But I'll give you a wrap up of the day in Ketchikan on the quick jog back to the ship as soon as I finish my single engine red, because unfortunately they don't have open container laws in Alaska, so I got a shotgun it here. Good beer. Close. Got a little bit of an aftertaste that Alaska Amber doesn't have, but it's close. Leaving Fat Stands and the Great Alaskan Lumberjack show letting out, it's time to kind of head back to the ship. Now, we will finally be leaving Alaska, so I did have my last Alaskan Amber here for this week. And we are in transit. We've got about a sea day and a half to get to Victoria, Canada. Now, we have to go to Victoria, Canada because of something stupid called the Jones Act. We've got to go to Victoria, Canada. But I am heading very quickly, briefly, through souvenir stores to try and get back to the Carnival Luminosa. It looks like there's a nice big line of people getting on, so today, at least, will not be last, unlike Skagway. But yeah, I mean, take a look. I'll show you. I'll flip around the camera. Take a look at what happens when you put a 12:30 all aboard time. I could have had a few more beers. I ain't worried about the boat leaving. So what am I gonna do? Am I gonna wait in that crazy line, or am I gonna sit on a bench until the line goes away? I think, knowing me, yeah, that's the right answer. I think, knowing me, you know, there's a nice bench with my name on it. This was an unplanned day in Ketchikan. We found some new stuff. We found some old stuff. Things that were actually, nothing's really changed here, which I like. I hate to say I'm a man that likes no change, but I don't really like change. Nothing's changed here. There's nothing that's closed that used to be open, or open that used to be closed. It's not like Skagway. All my old haunts are here. I got a brewery. I got a distillery. I got Fat Sam's. We got the Filipino market. We've got the Boba tea. We've got everything like that. I think we made a great use of 4 hours here. Next time, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do an excursion. We might have some 10 a.m. crab legs. Who knows? Or we might go see a lumberjack show. Or we might go on a deadliest catch boat. And by next time, I mean literally 1 week from when you see this video, you're gonna see its companion video. This is Richard from No Pants Profits, coming to you from Ketchikan, Alaska, the salmon capital of the world, with just the tips. What to do when you go on a cruise ship in Alaska and you stop at this ports with no excursion, no plan, anything like that. Reminding you that when you wear no pants like me, I don't wear pants, especially today, it's like 73, 74 degrees outside. I'm wearing shorts. When you wear no pants like me, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, even though it's only 12:28 somewhere, there's only one thing you got left to lose. And you know what that is? It is your shirt. Have a great one, and see you in Victoria, Alberta, Canada, and then next week, we're gonna do this all again. But different. But same, but different. Have a great one. Bye!